Wait, listen to this. This is the painful nostalgic hint, the sad evocative flavor of how it all started. Military rule in Nigeria. In the early hours of 15th January 1966, young military officers led by Major Chukwuemeka Kardinal Nzogu and other majors in the army carried out a coup d'etat. It was a bloody military intervention in the political history of Nigeria. It saw the death of top key political figures in the country. The Prime Minister, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. The Western Premier Samuel L. Akintola was taken down even after he fought back with a machine gun. He was taken down. The Finance Minister, Chief Okoti Ebo. The Northern Premier Ahmadu Bello and other top military officials were taken down. And then the highest ranking military officer, Major General Agui Ironsi, took over. But however, his government was short-lived. He was assassinated on the 29th day of July 1966. It was alleged that it was one of his own, Theophilus Danjuma, who orchestrated his assassination. Agui Ironsi was toppled in a vehicle and dragged on the road. Oh, what a painful death it was. And then a young military officer, General Yakubu Gowon, took over. He was a bachelor at that time. And then there was a pogrom in the north that saw the death of over 30,000 Easterners, Igbos to be precise. And then Nigeria went through the civil war between 1967 to 1970. Gowon lasted for 9 years in office. And then he went to a meeting in Kampala in Uganda. He was called never to come back again for Murtala Mohammed that's taken over. Murtala Mohammed spent 200 days in office. He was assassinated in an abortive coup led by Lieutenant Colonel Dimka on the 13th day of February 1976. General Obasanjo took over, and for the first time, the military kept to their promise and handed over to a democratically civilian elected government of Alhaji Shehu Shagari in the year 1979, whose vice was Dr. Alex Ekwueme. But unfortunately, this civilian government was going to its second term when it was sacked by a coup d'etat led by General Muhammadu Buhari. But unfortunately for Buhari, on the 27th day of August 1985, a coup d'etat that was described as Palace coup was led by Babangida. Babangida took over. And on the 22nd day of April 1990, an unsuccessful coup d'etat was carried out against Babangida. It was carried out by Gideon Okra, but it was unsuccessful. Nigerians wanted him to step down, but he stepped aside, but not after an interim government was made that brought in Ernest Shenekon. Ernest Shenekon was sacked by Abacha. Nigerians saw the definition of what it is to have a tyrant in position. But then, unfortunately for Abacha, unfortunately for many Nigerians, on the 8th day of June 1998, Abacha died, and he was succeeded by Abu Salim Abubakar. Abu Salim Abubakar handed over to the Fourth Republic of President Olusegun Obasanjo. And here we are today on interrupted democracy. It is needless to say, the military regime can be defined as an unconstitutional administration led by the members of the armed forces through martial acts. They rule by decrees and edicts after successfully taking over from a civilian government. But don't forget, the military initially was never trained to rule the country politically. They were trained to defend the country against external attacks. But when things turn against the wish, rejection becomes an option. But we pray that such should not be the fate of this nation again. Such should not be the fate of the country again. Nigeria, Africa, wisdom is the principal thing